Malik's First Job, Financial Principles for Teens, is an excellent resource to get your children started on understanding the basics of financial literacy. This book, which is set in Brownville, Brooklyn, about a young man who gets his first job and then shortly thereafter sits down with his dad to learn how to manage his money. There are several topics that are covered within this work, such as paying yourself first, disciplining your spending, knowing the difference between an asset and a liability, creating multiple sources of income, as well as the importance of being charitable. So again, if you want to get your children started on understanding finance and becoming responsible adults, we highly recommend that you purchase the book, Malik's First Job, Financial Principles for Teens. So please visit maliksfirstjob.com to get more information. Peace.
Malik's First Job Podcast, here to answer any questions that y'all ask. Financial literacy and resources, parents and young people becoming bosses, CEOs, future leaders, entrepreneurs, conferences and boardrooms getting sponsors secured. If you want generational wealth, Brooklyn's own Kerwin Phillip with information to help. Malik's First Job Podcast, Malik's Podcast, Brooklyn's own Kerwin Phillip, Kerwin Phillip. Malik's First Job Podcast, Brooklyn's own Kerwin Phillip. Generational wealth.
Hey, peace. What's going on, everyone? How you doing? This is Kerwin Phillip with another episode of the Malik's First Job Podcast, where we speak about leadership, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy for parents and teens. Today, we have another great guest to join our podcast to discuss the work that he's doing. This is a phenomenal brother out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, that's doing some great work in the community, helping young people, those in need, and a host of others. So I wanted to kind of highlight the work that he's doing and kind of help him promote the work that he's doing in his platform. So I want to welcome the good brother, Terrance Tillman, to the podcast. Man, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Peace to everybody. I hope everybody enjoying their day.
No doubt. So tell people who you are. Exactly, who you are, what you do.
Okay, well, my name is Terrance Tillman. I was born and raised in Milwaukee. My biggest focus is to give it back to the community on the hip hop tip.
Okay. So you say giving back to the community on the hip hop tip. What exactly does that mean?
Okay, far as my understanding of hip hop was started in the community as a way of giving the kids opportunity outside of the gang life. So Hip hop, that's to me what hip hop is about. Giving back to the community outside of the gang life. There's more to life than, beefing with your brother. There's also community, giving back to the community.
I hear that. So were you pretty much born and raised in hip hop culture?
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. So what was the scene like out there in Milwaukee? As
far as hip hop scene, I believe the hip hop scene got pretty big in '82, but before that, you still had your block parties, your house parties, and stuff like that. But hip hop really blew up here like in '82.
'82. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. No doubt. So were you one of the kids out there, break dancing, doing graffiti and all that back then?
I was involved in everything. Right. I tried to just do everything, you know what I'm saying? Even though I couldn't do it, I still wanted to fit in. So
No doubt. I think, a lot of people from, within our era, within our age range, pretty much back then you did everything, right? You was a rapper, you wrote graffiti, you break dance, you try to play around with the turntables and stuff like that. So you was pretty much really embedded into the entire culture. So it's kind of different than kids today. I think they don't have that same experience. They may take one or two elements, but back then you try to do everything.
Yes, you do. I think the biggest thing is rap now. I don't see nothing wrong with rap, but there's more than just rapping. You got a lot of things you could be doing outside of rap. We don't have any, producing, any people out here trying to network. Everybody just clumps feeling just to one thing when there's just so much out there. That's pretty much the reason why I decided I wanted to give back to the community, not to be jumping from hip hop back into the community, but that was my biggest goal as far as giving back to the community. Yes, I'm a hip hop kid, but yes, I do want to give back to the community, and I want to see, you know, people thrive, take some of what I'm doing and build up off of it. That's what it's about. Seeing what I do, I could do this better than what he did. I'm going to do a coke drive, but I'm going to make this into a concert. I want to see people do stuff like that. Take what I do and build up off of it. That's what it's about.
No doubt, no doubt. So I know, like, one of the things I think I've seen you do, I follow you on Facebook as well as Instagram, that you have like you do shows where you pay tribute to different groups, right? Different artists. Like, well, what's like? Can you tell us more about that and how you started that initiative?
Okay, so pretty much, I have a friend, Moswa. He owned a record store. You know, he just saw what I was doing, the little stuff what I was doing. He invited me to the record store. He said, "You know what? We should get together and put an event together." So the very first event that we did together was a sock drive. We had like maybe about 10 local rappers, 2 DJs just come down. We put a show on. We got the artists involved. They brought stocks. We collected over 600 stocks for this sock drive. So after that, he said, "Terrance, let's do another event." So the very first event we did was a Tribe Called Quest event. That was real hype. After we did Tribe Called Quest, we did Wu-Tang Clan. We did a Parliament, but after Parliament, I believe we fell off into the COVID thing. So pretty much we had to stop all that. Then we started doing live. When people was going live doing events, we started doing live events. We would go down to the record store. We invite a DJ down. Then we just go live and stuff like that. So we started doing that. Yeah,
that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, because I see the flyers, every so often. So I know that you definitely pay tribute to hip hop and all that you do. So I know you also have an organization. I guess one of the initiatives is called a Corner Kidz.
Yes. Okay. So the reason. Okay. So I started Corner Kidz about 3 years ago. My whole idea about the Corner Kidz, I was like, I want to start my own organization. Would it be a good idea? So I started thinking back to when I was a kid. I do a lot of thinking back. Okay. What can I do? It has to do with kids that I thought about. Well, when I was growing up, we used to I remember kids always wanted to play on that corner. My parents wanted us to play on that corner. I said, Corner Kidz will be kind of dope. I was like, that sounds dope, because it just like, hey, Terrance, come off that corner before you get hit by that car. You know you ain't supposed to be on that corner playing. You come off that corner. So that was the whole concept of Corner Kidz.
Right. I think that's universal, because no matter what city you in an urban area,
everybody played on that corner.
You see kids on the corner. From New York to Milwaukee to California, wherever, that corner was always the hot spot.
Yeah. That was the meetup spot. That was the fight spot. That was the trade rep spot. That was the breakdance spot. It was always that corner.
The corner.
To me, that corner was like that show-off spot. You had on your first gear, you always wanted to stand on that corner for everybody to see it. You didn't want to be in the middle of the street. I mean, in the middle, you always wanted to be on that corner.
That's right. And I'm thinking about that song with Common and the Last Poets called The Corner, where they talk about that exact same thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
For sure.
So tell us more about some of the initiatives that the Corner Kidz, that your organization does. I know you mentioned the sock drive, but I know there's a few other things that you all do as well.
Okay, so like I said, we did the sock drive, we did a backpack drive, we did a turkey drive. I took kids to the barber shop. I link up with my barber and we give away bikes. I link up with my cousin. He got his own grocery store. We might want to give our food or something to the public. It's always something that we do, we give back.
Right. So how do you... Sorry, go ahead. I knew cut you off.
So I'm really looking I took a break this year just to focus on me, because it's been a long time. I really took time to focus on myself, but wait till next year. Wait till you see what I got coming up.
Okay. Can you give a hint of some of the stuff you got coming up?
No.
Not yet? Okay. So I know like all the stuff that you're doing, I know it takes like a lot of resources, like you need funding and things of that sort. You know, how do you get the support for the different drives that you have?
So pretty much, my job, I love them guys. Everything I have, they came through for me. It's like when I did my turkey drive, they came up with like $500. When I do my coat drive, like I'm collecting coats now, they make sure I'm taken care of. And sometimes some of it come from out of my pocket. What I learned is that if you give, you're always going to get back. I've been blessed, so why not give back? Come out of my own pocket. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. So
do you have donations?
So do you have like a community that you would normally donate to once you get these items? Like, do you have like a set group, or how do you distribute the items that you receive?
So pretty much what we're going to do, we have the coats. We have, like I said, about 50 coats. We're going to get together. I'm still waiting on the guy to give me a call. The place where we collected the coats at, we're going to set up a place where if people need coats, they can always come by the place and pick coats up.
Okay.
That's what we're going to do. Yeah. If not, I'll just, if I see people out there walking, I'm like, you need a new coat? Because I got a lot of new coats. A lot. Yeah. Then I'm going to be donating coats. I know the news station, they're always looking for coats. I'm going to make donations towards them too.
Okay. And I guess all the donations are made on behalf of the Corner Kidz, and you put it under that banner as well?
I have people who came in and donated coats. So sometimes what I do, it's going to be at the Corner Kidz. I'm going to also make sure they get mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So I know you said you're doing a coat drive now.
Mm-hmm.
Right. When are those items going to be distributed? I guess, are you still taking donations?
I'm still taking donations. So we're looking at the next 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to be giving the coats out. So I have to get started on that flyer.
Okay. That's what's up. And I guess, I'm not sure if you mentioned it earlier, but the motivation, like, what kind of keeps you, what drives you to keep doing what you're doing?
It just in me. It's just something I love doing. Just seeing. It's real hard to describe. It's just something that I just like doing.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what it is. That's a good question. I never actually thought about that. What drives me? It just.
Yeah.
Motivation. It just keeps you're actually doing something. It just you're actually doing something. You're not thinking about yourself. That's pretty much it.
Okay, that's what's up. So I guess you have the Corner Kidz. Are there any other organizations that you're affiliated with as well?
I'm affiliated with Low Life. I started another organization called Hip Hop Global Kidz.
Okay.
What Hip Hop Global Kidz is going to be more about is networking with. I'm networking with Los Angeles, New York, Florida, Virginia. Hopefully, I'm going to really start focusing more on that. Put that out there next year. I'm going to start bringing other people in. The reason why I started this organization was just we all network with everybody. What everybody else is doing, we help each other out. That's the yeah. In the name of hip hop.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. And you mentioned you're feeling your Low Life as well?
Yes.
All right. So tell me, how did you get connected with that group?
This is an interesting story. I remember in 92 or 93, I was reading a source mag. I was in the polo, I wore polo, but it wasn't that serious to me.
Okay.
I saw they did an article in the Source magazine about Low Life. I'm like, wow, this is pretty much interesting. I'm in the polo, I'm in the Tommy. Then after that, there was a PBS special that came on that talked about, you remember the rapper Do Zigga, Breaking in the Dough? They did I think an hour or a 2 hour special on them. They talked about, Brooklyn. At the close, they just talked about everything. At the end, they just start showing off their polo. Like, wow, this is neat. Mm-hmm. Then I just followed. Then about 2000 and about just say 5 years ago, I just said, I wonder, how do you meet people from low life? I remember that day I was on a Greyhound bus coming back home. I just said, let me see here. Let me do somebody name. Just say Rack Low. I looked up there. Rack Low name came up. I said, damn, this is very interesting. And I just went through his page and like, this cat wear a polo. Well, I sent him a friend request. And I just started sending everybody friend requests out in New York City. It was kind of crazy how it happened. Then the next year, I got down the person who I made very first contact with was LeBron X out of Miami, Florida. He was the very first person I interacted with. I told him that, about low life and stuff like that. How can I get some low polo stuff? Then he just started sending me information. I said, I could go a little bit more deeper than this. Then I reached out to Robert. Robert Walker. He's a part of, I probably pronounced his last name. Please forgive me. But he's part of ULL. I reached out to ULL and, I just said, huh?
Shout out Big Boo.
Yeah, I reached out to Big Boo and stuff like that. It was kind of crazy. I told him where I was from. I said, well, I'm pretty much interested. Then he had asked me, where you from? I said, I'm Wisconsin. He said, would you be interested to start one out there? I said, hell yeah. I would love to start one out here. I started one out here. That was pretty much then I had interact with Chip. He introduced me to Chip. And Chip had told me, well, since you're part of the organization, our organization is based on giving back to the community. I said, well, I never did anything for the community. That was my very first time doing anything for the community. So Chip, he gave me the guidelines. Then I just said, Chip said, you got to give to the community. So the very first thing I did that year was a backpack drive. That's my very first. That went real good. We collected over 500 backpacks. We gave about, I said, well, I want to do a show. Chip had pretty much said, Terrance, you're not ready for a show yet. You still got to build up your following and stuff like that. I still would have did the show. I like, man, both of them was right. I got to build up a following. So I just start interacting. I start broadcasting, show my face, show love to low life them dead. I just start building up my fan base. Not my fan base, my crowd in Wisconsin, in New York. I took the trip out to New York for the low vest shoot. I was able to meet everybody.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Definitely, it's all about, that universal love and loyalty. Like I said, I want to shout out Big Boo, Chip Lowe, everyone else, of course, Thurston Howell, Rack, everybody, just want to, give them a shout because it's all about giving back to the community nowadays. I mean? Yeah, it is. Positive things. Doing positive things in the community. Definitely want to commend you, again, for all the work that you're doing out there in Wisconsin. It's a lot of people just sit back and just talk about what they want to do, but you're actually taking steps to make something happen. Salute you for doing that, brother. I got to commend you for that. Now, if people want to support or reach out to you, how can they do so?
Pretty much they can find me on Facebook and just send me a message. Okay.
And the name on Facebook is Terrance Tillman?
Yes.
Terrance Tillman, right? Or I have the Instagram up as well. They can find your Instagram.
Yes.
Right. It says on Instagram, it's kind of backwards. It's Tillman.Terrance.
Right? It's all good. As long as my name's spelled right. That's
you say what you want to spell my name right?
Yes.
No doubt. Now, if folks want to, I guess if they want to donate and support, I guess they just reach out to you through social media as well?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, great. So anything else that you want to add before we wrap up for the day?
That's pretty much it. I would like to thank you for having me on your podcast.
No doubt, man. Like I said, I just want, always try to highlight brothers and doing great things. Just want to help spread your brand, spread your platform, let people know what you're doing, man, and to get some extra support.
That's peace. And I look forward to spreading your brand too. I'm going to be sharing you a lot on my page. And the next event I have, I will be posting your logo, letting people know who you is too.
No, I appreciate you, brother.
Word.
Cool. All right. So again, I want to thank the brother Terrance Tillman. for coming on and telling us about all the work you're doing out there in Wisconsin. Again, thank you for what that you do. I know that you're doing a lot in the community, and thank you to the audience for joining us today. Catch us next week for another great episode of Malik's First Job podcast, and talk to y'all soon. Peace.
Peace.
Generational wealth.